welcome back to my channel. So I'm coming at you with yet another Indian makeup look. Wedding and party season is definitely coming up right about now, so I want to make sure that you've got loads of ideas and inspiration. I've come up with a look for you, the bride, if you are getting married. I feel like this look would be appropriate for your engagement party or a reception look, or if you're not the bride and you are the wedding guest, this is going to look awesome on you too. Obviously, if you're the wedding guest, you might want to take this off, wear it across you, and if you're the bride and you gotta wear this on your head, you know, then you do that too, boo, and you make it look cute. So guys, this video is actually in collaboration with Beauty Bay. I've got all of my products from Beauty Bay, which is awesome because I've got such a good selection and range of products to use. As for this dupatta, which is actually technically a sari, I'll leave details of who made this beautiful, beautiful piece, as well as the jewelry, which is Nargis Collections. But again, everything will be listed and linked down below for you in the description box, so please make sure you check that out. But for now, enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly pop in some lenses right now, just because if you're doing your eye makeup, you don't want to put your lenses in afterwards. You want to do it right at the very start, just in case your eyes get irritated or anything like that. I will leave the name of these lenses down below. It is too early for contact lenses. Oh my god, it's like 5:30, 6 in the morning right now, guys. So I think I'm going to start on skin just while my eyes settle down a little bit. I've got the Cover FX Illuminating Primer, which I have used before. I feel like this really does help your foundation glow, and we just want really glowy, illuminated skin. It's really nice and lightweight, and it almost feels a bit like a moisturizer rather than, like, you know, a sticky primer. And then to add a further glow, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Glow in the shade Perla. They've got a few shades of this, but I've gone with this one because it's like a champagne gold kind of glow. Just like that kind of colour. I mean, you can never have enough glow, right? Okay, I'm glowing. Oh, wow. The glow is real, guys. Like, that is no joke. So I'm then just going to cover up any kind of scarring that I have here and a bit of just dullness around my mouth with my Kevyn Aucoin Central Skin Enhancer, and this is in the shade SX11. You literally need a tiny amount. You can see how far that spreads, and then just over the top of any faint scarring that I have. I'm gonna move on to foundation, and then I'll leave the rest of my face until after I've done my eyes, just in case there's any fallout or anything like that. I can then go ahead and clean up. So I'm gonna go in with the Elsie Micro Silk Foundation. I have this in the shade Warm Ivory, which I know sounds really weird and pale, but it does look like it is the right shade. Like, can you see? That is not ivory. This tan kind of shade is called Warm Ivory. I've never actually had a foundation called Warm Ivory or anything ivory for my brown skin. But this is a really gorgeous foundation, and I do really like the shade of this. So foundation is on, and I've prepped my eyelids also. So we're going to get crack-a-lacking with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to take my Zoeva Cocoa Blend eyeshadow palette, and I really love this eyeshadow palette. It's such a good go-to, on-the-go, travel-friendly palette. It's just got your really nice staple shades in there. I'm going to start with the shade Substitute for Love, which is this eyeshadow right here. This is just going to go through my crease, and we're just going to take it back and forth, and I'm going in windscreen wiper motions. Someone corrected me on one of my other videos and said, don't you mean windshield? And I was like, no, I mean windscreen, because we say windscreen here. And I'm also just going to press a little bit of that on the outer corner of the eye, and then take it in windscreen wiper motions as well. I feel like nothing is going to look nice until I put some concealer under my eyes. Like, the dark circles just isn't cute right now, but whatever. It will all tie together at the end. I'm going to go into my extremely well-loved Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. You can see that this is well-loved. But I'm basically just going to dip into a couple of the shades. So I'm going to dip into Red Ochre, Venetian Red, and Real Gold. Just a little dip in all three of those eyeshadows, just to make it a little bit more burgundy tone and brighter. And I'm just taking this also back and forth in windscreen wiper motions. It's mainly Venetian red and red ochre that I'm taking. They're going to give that kind of burgundy type of edge to the look. So I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Sweeter End. I really like the names of these eyeshadows. They're really cute. So this Sweeter End eyeshadow is literally just going here on the lid, on the inner third of the eye. And I'm kind of just pressing and wiggling this on. And it's a really lovely light, like super light champagne gold kind of shade. It's very nude. Now on this part of the lid where it's really nice and light, we're just gonna add a bit of sparkle. And I'm taking this Stila Magnificent Metals liquid eyeshadow. And this is in the shade Wanderlust. And it's such a beautiful shade. Let me just swatch it for you so you can see. Can you see how gorgeous and like iridescent it is? It's got bits of like pink, a bit of gold, a little bit of lilac in there. So this is just going to go right onto the eyes over here. And it's not going to be like a really heavy cut crease or anything like that. And then with a brush, I'm going to pat this out so that it kind of just softens up a little bit. And can you see it doesn't look as dense? And I don't want the edge to be super sharp. So I'm kind of just going to like brush and push up that edge. Like I said, I don't want it to be a super harsh cut crease, which you can easily do with this. However, I do want the pigment and glitter to be quite strong. And then just going back into the palette, taking the shade Warm Notes, I'm literally just going to start placing this right on the edge. So you can see the pinky kind of purpley tone to it. And it really complements that glitter eyeshadow. And because it's a metallic eyeshadow, it really helps it blend out rather than going straight into a dark matte. This just gives it a really nice smooth transition and working with different textures. Eyeshadow is on and I'm absolutely loving it. And I'm going to line my eyes now, and I've got the Kevyn Aucoin, the Precision Liquid Liner. I just find liquid liners so much easier to work with these days. I'm just going to line my eyes with this liquid liner and create a small wing maybe. I really like how black this liquid liner is. Okay, liner is on and I can move on back to the eyes after I've done the rest of my face. So I am going to I'm just going to correct under my eyes a teeny bit. Now, if you are a bride or even if you are a guest for a wedding, it's probably likely that you're not getting enough sleep and you might have those extra dark circles. So I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Peach Corrector, and I literally want to take a teeny amount of this right here under my eyes. I don't think I've ever had a bride or even wedding guests that have had enough sleep. You know, it's them early mornings, late nights. Us Indians love to party, which is awesome, but we definitely don't get enough sleep and then we are suffering with the dark circles. I'm just going to use my finger to pat that in because the warmth of your finger can warm it up a little bit and help blend and smooth it out. So just before I conceal over that, I'm going to cream contour, and I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour kit in the shade Medium, and I'm going to mix, as you can see, these two very well loved shades here. So this is just going to go through the hollows of the cheeks. Most people like to cream contour with like a bronzery type shade, but for me personally, I feel like that just makes no impact. And then with whatever is left on the brush, I don't pick up any extra product. That is what I will contour down the sides of my nose with. And I always make sure I get the bottom of my nose, and then you just want to go ahead and buff and blend that all out. And I like to take really small circular motions just over where I've cream contoured. I love how smooth and easily these pigments by Anastasia Beverly Hills blend out. Like honestly, they are so creamy and beautiful. It's like silk. Now all our cream contour is blended out, we can go ahead and conceal, and I'm going to use another LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this time this is in the shade Pure Beige, and I just like to take this just under my eyes like so, and then also just down the sides of my nose. And I love that this concealer comes with a brush. It's just super handy to apply. And I'm also just going to take this in all the areas where I usually like to highlight. So down the bridge of the nose, at the tip, just on the center of my forehead, Cupid's bow, and my chin. So I just like to blend my concealer out by stippling because I don't want the product to like kind of buff and move around the face. I literally just want to stipple it in that area. Just while I've already blended out one side, I'm going to set this first, and I'm taking my RCMA translucent setting powder. and I'm gonna pat this concealer on just under my eyes, and I am gonna be baking with this. So I just want to take this up the sides of my nose to help achieve that slimmer nose effect. Guys, I used to use this LA Girl concealer ages ago, and I haven't used it in such a long time. And oh my God, I don't know why I ever stopped using it. I think it's just because there are so many other concealers that I have. But it looks so nice and smooth under my eyes. I'm like, oh, I love this. I love like rediscovering old favorites. So I'm just taking this powder basically everywhere where we've highlighted. Right, so then I'm gonna set the rest of my face makeup, and I'm gonna take the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Medium. Just on a really large fluffy brush, I'm going to buff this over my face, and I'm really taking a teeny amount, not much at all, just a small amount, just to go over my face. And you know when you buff a powder onto your skin in small circular motions like this is what's going to give you that really nice soft filter kind of effect in your pictures. I am going to bronze and contour my skin slightly further, and I'm taking my Stila Stay All Day Contouring Bronzer for face and body. So yeah, it's a contouring bronzer. As you can see, the shade of this is really nice and warm for a bronzer, but there's a slight kind of ashy depth to it for it to be a contour powder as well. It's not like super warm, but it's not super ashy either, so it's going to work perfectly as a nice 2-in-1 product. As you can see, oh my God, I love this. It's so nice and smooth to use as well, and because it's a matte bronzer, it will work perfectly for contouring. And I'm also just going to take it basically over where we've already cream contoured. So anywhere where we cream contoured, that's where we're going to pop this bronzer over. So for highlight, I'm going to take a classic favorite of mine, and it's the Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Drive Highlighter. And yeah, this stuff is just the bomb. It just pops straight away. It always works for me. And it's such a good like special occasion highlighter, because generally at parties, it's a little bit dark with the lights low and stuff, and you want your highlighter to be seen. So this is the one that is definitely not going to be hiding in the dark. I'm also just going to take this on the tip of my nose on a slightly smaller brush. I love doing this. It ties in the whole highlighter look on your nose so much better. Rather than just doing it down the bridge, it needs it on the tip as well. And I'm also just going to take this in the center of my forehead. Whenever I'm doing my highlight, I'm like on cloud 9. Moving on, I'm going to apply some blusher, and I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio, and this is in the shade Peachy Love. And I'm just going to take a really light amount of this blusher right here, just because I know that these blushes are so highly pigmented. So I literally want to take a really tiny amount just on the apples of my cheeks, and I just brush it back into my contour a little bit, but not too much, like not all the way. I mainly want this blusher just on the apples of my cheeks. So I'm just going to finish off my eyes now, and I'm going to mix the Venetian Red and Red Ochre from the Modern Renaissance palette once again, and this is just going to go under my eyes. And I like to use a fluffy blending brush to do this rather than like a small pencil brush, just because I want the shadow to be nice and smoky and soft. I forgot a little bit of that highlight just on the inner corners of the eyes, just to make it pop slightly. I always feel like this completes a look, as well as liner in the waterline. So the liner I want to use for that is a Zoeva Soft Kohl liner, and this is just the nude one that she does. And I love these pencils. They're so soft and creamy, and they're absolutely beautiful to use, and they stay put. And then for mascara, I've got the Stila Huge Extreme Lash Mascara. This is definitely giving me huge extreme lashes. I'm just taking it on my bottom lashes as well. So although that mascara is giving me really nice full and long lashes, I am going to go in with some falsies, and I'm taking the velour lashes in the style Wisp It Real Good, and I love these. I wanted a lash that was going to be really nice and full and fluffy, but not too thick that it covers up the eye makeup. Basically, you want to be able to see the eyes. So I really like that these lashes have like wispy gaps in between. And then finally for the lips, I'm going to line my lips with this Morphe lip pencil in the shade Sweet Heat, which is a really nice soft nude shade. These lip pencils are so smooth and creamy. And then for lipstick, I'm taking an Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in the shade Honey. And this is gorgeous. You know I'm all about the nude lip colors, girl. And it's also a matte lipstick. So this is right up my street. So guys, I've now completed the look by adding my jewelry and the dupatta. All the details where everything is from is going to be linked down below in the description box. So make sure you check it out if you want to grab any of the makeup that I've got on today, or if you want to know where I got all of this beautiful Indian wear from. Guys, this look is totally wearable if you're the bride, if you're the guest, if it's your engagement, if it's a reception. It's such a kind of versatile look. It just depends on how you dress it up, what you're wearing with it to switch it up and make it bridal, non-bridal, but it's so appropriate for any sort of Indian party function. We love the glitz, we love the glamour, and why not? So guys, please give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. Also, I'd love to know if you want to see more kind of Indian looks from me, whether it's bridal, whether it's just general Indian party makeup, or if you are from another culture and you want me to incorporate it onto my channel, I'd be more than happy to do so. So let me know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I have so many awesome videos planned and coming up for you guys, so please make sure you don't miss out on them by hitting that notification bell. And in the meantime, if you want to keep up with me and see what I'm up to, you can go ahead and follow me on Snapchat, Instagram and Twitter. All of the links for everything will be down below in the description box as well. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Mwah. Bye.